certainly I threw some Wizards and some NBA in here this week, as well as some Terps. But all eyes on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and the Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here to discuss all things purple, and I've got an important civic conversation that I want to have with Dennis Kolatzis from Coons Florida Security Boulevard. Of course, you can hear Dennis's show on Thursday from 3 until 5 here, the SSV on WNST. All right, Dennis, I mean, you're on Facebook. You're out on Twitter. Why aren't people going to the Ravens games? Why are people trying to get rid of their tickets and bail out? I don't think it's for Christmas money. I don't think it's to pay their bills or to put gas in their car. I just think that people don't want to go to the games, and I don't know why that is.
No, that's a great question, Nestor. I was thinking the same thing myself. I had a hard time last week getting rid of some extra tickets to the Bengals game.
So you were among many, many people that had a hard time getting rid of tickets. Tickets were $20 on Sunday morning on StubHub. $20.
Yeah, I guess I should have taken the $50 that I was offered from a $100 ticket, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I mean, has a passion left? It's been 21 years now. Are we taking the team for granted?
If they were 10-1 right now, like the Cowboys, would it be different? I think it would be, but yeah. I don't know that it would be like it was 5 years ago or like it was 15 years ago.
Well, has the average blue-collar fan been priced out of the game, Nestor? I don't know. Does that factor
Hold on. The average blue-collar fan has been priced out of a lot of things for a long time, right? Yeah. I mean, as far as doing it more than a special occasion. The regular average blue-collar Oriole fan cannot afford 15 games down there at the price they charge. The average blue-collar Raven fan can't afford to go onto the street right now, buy a PSL, and soak up the season tickets. And I have cheap season tickets, you know. My tickets are $80 a piece, so it doesn't break my bank, but it's a vacation. You know what I mean? It's, do I want to go on a vacation or do I want to have Ravens tickets this year?
Well, the other part of it is when fans can get a premium for their Pittsburgh tickets, and particularly, and when you have a big game coming in, they can sell them for 3, 4, 5 times face value, so they can make a profit. I don't know. I don't second guess those people. I don't blame them, but something is definitely in this, Nestor. Maybe it's the lack of star power. No more Ray Lewis, no more Ed Reed, and Joe Flacco is not the most dynamic guy in the world, so is that part of it? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to get to, and I guess in every case, it's like why people don't go to Orioles games. Why I don't go to the Orioles games has been on display on my radio station for 20 years. I've been treated like garbage. That's why I don't go. With the Ravens, I don't know if it's price. I don't know if it's excitement. I don't know if people don't have fun. I would say this, and, Dick Cass may second this and everybody in the NFL. It's a great experience to sit at home and watch football on television. And they're competing with, I can see the game for free. And you remember back when you were young and I was young and our old men were old and the Colts were here, the reason the Colts wouldn't put the game on television was because the whole notion was, and the goofball that owned the Blackhawks for years said, if I put the games on TV, people will stop coming because it's too easy to stay home and watch it on TV. Well, maybe we're starting to see that a little bit.
I have to confess, Nestor, I have a better time sitting at home in front of my 70-inch TV screen. I can tweet. I can go to the bathroom, no lines. I can have myself a nice halftime lunch or dinner. I can hang out with the family. It's not going to take up my entire day. If they're getting blown up by 30, which hasn't happened, I can step away from the game. But there's a lot of reasons now, and I think you're right. They're competing with the big screen TVs, the home theaters, and that experience. It's a whole different experience. And, it is a hassle getting to the stadium. Unless you make a day out of it where you go to tailgate with your friends and family, it is a great made-for-product TV.
Well, and it is, and they've made their product too good on television. Dennis Kolatzis joining us here from Coons Florida Security Boulevard. Anything you want to say about Justin Tucker and what that represents having a kicker like this? Because I don't know that we're ever going to see another football game where a kicker goes out, attempts, and makes a 52, a 54, and a 57-yard field goal.
We run into Justin Tucker everywhere, at the neighborhood deli, and hanging out with you at the Goodwill fundraiser. He's such a great, great guy, down to earth, and the guy is a rock star. I mean, he has a chance, I was telling someone yesterday, to go down as the greatest kicker in NFL history. As long as he keeps his head about him, his wits about him, he stays healthy. He is amazing. Right now, he is tracking to be the best, the all-time greatest kicker in NFL history.
I said the same thing. When I saw him hit the third one on Sunday, I tweeted, that's HOF stuff. That's the kind of stuff that, and I remember when I realized Ray Lewis was doing something special. 97, 98, 99, before the Super Bowl, before the arrest in Atlanta, I watched him week after week making plays that no one else in the league was making, and doing things with a bad team that no one else could do. There's no one else that would send their kicker out to kick a 52, a 54, and a 57-yard field goal, not unless you're in Mexico City or in Denver or something, and the wind wasn't blowing the wrong way.
Nestor, on the kicks that Marvin Lewis tried to ice him on, that ball went through the uprights with 10 to 12 yards to spare. That sucker was way long.
It would have been 70. It would have been, yeah, for sure.
Oh, and then for him to put the ensuing kickoff through the uprights, I mean, come on, the crowd went crazy. The guy is just a rock star. He's dialed in. He's got it going on. The worst thing about him was that cheesy joke he's trying to tell during his press conference. But you know what? Heck of a nice guy. And that signing bonus he got in the offseason, what a bargain that's going to turn out to be, particularly when you got Mike Nugent struggling with extra points. I mean, and Tucker's treating 50-yard field goals like extra points, in contrast.
All right, well, we got the Dolphins coming in this week, 6-game winning streak. Any thoughts on the game this week? I know you're going to have some thoughts on Thursday as well about it. I'm going to join you. Luke's going to join you. I'm a little nervous about this. They run the ball well. I think the thing I'm the most nervous about is that they have some confidence. And, this is a franchise in the Miami Dolphins that doesn't even really know what confidence is. I would say the Ravens sort of ooze confidence as an organization because they win a lot.
Yeah, I hope Jimmy Smith shows back up again and he can play this week. I think that'll be a big key to the game. The Ravens have made every opponent this year, including the Dallas Cowboys, one-dimensional. They stopped the run. The problem has been they can't get off the field in critical situations. It's third down. That's when you need that free safety, that Ed Reed type that we don't have. We saw Eric Weddle, he's an in-the-box safety. I mean, the ball went right through his hands. You've got to be able, when you get your hands on that ball like that, you've got to turn it over.
Yeah, no one was more disappointed than Eric after the game.
Great guy, but you need a free safety back there with sticky fingers. That ball, when it's up in the air, it's his. The Dolphins do present a matchup problem with Devontae Parker, Jarvis Reed, Landry. They can't throw the ball, but we'll make them one-dimensional. No doubt in my mind they'll stop Jay. But the key is, can they get off the field on third down? That's going to be the key to the game.
What's going on out of Coons Florida Security Boulevard? I know you got things happening out there. Black Friday's over. Holidays are coming, but I know you're working hard.
Working hard. Got $1 million, 1,000 vehicles over at U Vehicles in stock, Nestor. I've never had this many. I've got the biggest inventory in the nation.
Why is that? Why do you have so many cars right now?
Because we sell them. That's
okay. Fair enough.
We sell them faster than anybody else in the country too. So we're rising, and people are flying in from Wisconsin, from Alabama, from Georgia, Massachusetts, you name it, all over the country to save $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on vehicles. And when the local customers see that and they meet these other customers in the showroom, everybody's got a story to tell. It just feeds into what we do. And we also get a lot of nice late model pre-loved vehicles that nobody else can get. We don't have to go to auction to get these cars. So it's just one hand washes the other. We've never been busier. Well,
I'll tell you what, we'll be busy on Thursday afternoon, 3 to 5. Dennis will be here hosting the SSV on WNST. Full thoughts on the game this weekend. And, hey, Terps are back playing basketball. I know that excites you.
Terps are playing basketball. It looks like the Terps football team is bowl-bound. The Terps, as a whole, the program is on the rise.
Well, I mean, the basketball side gets me excited because, I really did have a good time with it last winter. Between the Terps and the Caps playing midweek games, I hate when they play simultaneously, but they got to work on that. But it doesn't happen all that often. But it has kept me interested and kept me perked up. I even watched a little bit of the Wizards and the Kings the other night going to OT. So it's been a good sports time, and the Ravens are in first place. Nothing to dislike about that, I think.
Now, there's an awful lot going on. It's a wonderful time to be a sports fan right here in Baltimore.
Dennis Colossus, he is the SSV on WNST, out on Twitter as well as himself out on Facebook. He's here on Thursday, driving you home from 3 until 5. You can find me anytime, Nasty, at WNST.net, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, and streaming live on our YouTube and Facebook live channel. Also, Wednesday night, we got Zach Orr joining us along with Anthony Levine. We'll be swabbing for the Bone Marrow Registry. That is Wednesday night at Christopher Daniel in Timonium. And then on Thursday night, we'll be swabbing for There Goes My Hero up at Greenmount Station in Hampstead with Dennis Pitt, our old homestead up there, with some fried crab cakes because they're tasty. Wednesday and Thursday live shows. WNST.net anytime. We are WNST.net, AM 1570 in WNST Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore sports.